According to a report, European Union reported that member states of United Arab Emirates agreed to restrict re-export Russia's sensitive substances for war in Ukraine. Bloomberg, referring to sources familiar with the issue, reported that the European Commission has briefed EU ambassadors this week on development. Turkey is considering a similar measure. A UAE official said that Bloomberg uses a legal export control framework to monitor and restrict export and re-export of the country to conflict zones. The EU and G7 allies prohibited export of bilateral products to Russia after the country occupied Ukraine in 2022. Nevertheless, Moscow imports products from Asia and Middle East by importing sanctions. The news comes a day after UAE-based network, which is claimed help Russia with more than 300 million gold income to the companies that Britain claims support Moscow's war efforts. Paloma Precious DMCC and Howard John Baker is located behind clothing. A Zimbabwe businessman. In a statement to Al Monitor on Wednesday, the spokesman for Foreign Ministry, British, to address Russia's avoidance of Western sanctions to address the UAE and other international partners accelerated, he said. Al Monitor contacted European Commission, the UAE Ministry of Economy and Turkish Commerce for comment. UAE and Turkey's pressure on the EU and the US ongoing connections with Russia. On November 3, more than 200 people, including USA, UAE and Turkey organizations and company, claimed that they had helped Moscow in war, aiming at international supply chains of Russia. The sanction article Emirati companies included Dream Lite Trading LLC, allegedly providing multiple posts high-priority electronic components to two Russian-based companies determined by the Ministry Commerce. In Middle East Program of Atlantic Council, Jonathan Panikoff, director of ScowCroft Middle East Security Attempt, said that UAE has become a safe shelter for richer Russians, especially Dubai, by many people in Europe and United States. In his statement to Al Monitor, but the UAE has nothing to do with a fringe country. It will try to avoid and to comply with the US and EU demands. Rus double-use products will help in this regard. The analyst is likely to establish a balance of establishing good relations with both Russia and the United States among his regional and global priorities. This means that it is not likely to go any more than US is in accordance with the minimum requirements of US. Panikoff said, discussing implementing export restrictions similar UAE. Panikoff said, Turkey is trying to play a wider strategic role, but it can also see possibility of exporting Russia as benefiting its own position in Syria.to. Attract assets cover without double-use exports from countries. He said that such movement can help participate in Europe and US priorities at a time when Turkey's rhetoric from Ankara concerns the West to great extent worried and upset.